All right, so today we're diving into Salesforce's Agentforce. This AI tool has been making some serious waves, especially among, well, folks like you leading sales and revenue. We've got a whole stack of articles and reports here, and well, we're going to help you cut through the noise, figure out what Agentforce really means for your bottom line.
Yeah, there's a ton of buzz around AI these days, and for good reason. But what's got me interested in Agentforce is how it's built to tackle those customer service headaches. And those can directly hit sales and revenue.
Okay, so maybe we should start with like the basics. What exactly is Agentforce? All this material keeps saying it's a superpower for service teams. What's that actually mean in reality?
Think of it as a super smart assistant working right alongside your service agents. Uses AI to do things like instantly pull up customer info, offer solutions to problems, and even automate those routine tasks that eat up an agent's time.
So less time on hold, less time digging through files, more time actually helping customers. Sounds like a recipe for happier customers, but how does that turn into more sales and revenue?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Picture this. Agentforce analyzes a customer's buying history, then suggests relevant upsell or cross-sell opportunities right there to the agent in real time. So instead of just solving the immediate problem, the agent can offer more additional products, services, things that fit their needs, proactively.
That's a great point. It's not just putting out fires, it's turning those interactions into, well, chances to make money. Sounds like Agentforce does a lot of the heavy lifting for the agent too.
Exactly. And since it's built on a no-code platform, you don't need a whole team of developers to set it up. Create custom AI agents with just simple prompts, tailoring it to your business needs.
So even if I'm, not super techy, I can still use this AI tool. That's pretty impressive. But wouldn't there be a risk of customers feeling like they're talking to a robot? How does Agentforce keep that human touch, that personal experience people want?
That's where those structured prompts come in. It's not about spitting out generic responses. These prompts are designed to guide the AI, give it a framework for providing tailored information, suggestions, all based on the customer's history, preferences.
It's like a personalized script for each customer. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. But let's talk results. Companies seeing real, tangible results from Agentforce.
Absolutely. Look at Fisher and Paykel. They were struggling to unify customer data from different departments, made it tough to personalize things.
Yeah. Siloed data can be a huge roadblock to smooth customer service.
Right. But they used Agentforce to bring all that data together, empowered their agents to give personalized recommendations, and most importantly, implement some killer cross-selling and upselling strategies.
Okay, so that's one company. Real example of how Agentforce leads to more sales. Any other companies using it in cool ways?
Oh, definitely. Take as Cater. It's a food platform, and they wanted to offer more tailored food suggestions, promote relevant discounts to customers. They used Agentforce's structured prompts to understand what customers liked, then guide the agents to make the right personalized recommendations, sort of an AI-powered concierge for your, lunch meeting
Yeah.
or a corporate event.
Brilliant. Like a catering assistant who knows what you want before you even ask.
And the results. Well, the early birds using Agentforce, they're seeing big jumps in customer satisfaction. Handling times are down. And the best part, revenue's up.
Sounds promising. But now I'm curious about the techie stuff. How does Agentforce do its magic? What kind of AI makes this all work?
Well, it uses something called natural language processing, NLP for short. Basically, it's how Agentforce understands human language. Written requests, spoken questions. It can make sense of it all.
So Agentforce gets what a customer's asking, even if they use, I don't know, slang or something. That's pretty advanced stuff.
It is, and that's really just scratching the surface. AI and machine learning are, constantly evolving. Expect tools like Agentforce to just become even smarter, more intuitive.
This brings up a ton of interesting questions about, like, the future of customer service,
Yeah.
the role of AI in shaping that future. But before we get too futuristic, let's bring it back to our listeners. Sales and revenue leaders. Why should they care about Agentforce?
Well, for one, it's not just about happy customers. It's about real improvements to the bottom line. Faster service means quicker sales cycles and personalized recommendations. Those mean higher deal values. And by automating those routine tasks, you're freeing up your sales teams, letting them focus on what they're best at, building relationships, closing deals.
So work smarter, not harder. Sounds like Agentforce is a powerful tool for that.
Absolutely. Implementing Agentforce, it's an investment in better customer service, boosting team efficiency, and at the end of the day, driving revenue growth.
We've covered a lot here, from what Agentforce is, how it works, to real-world examples of its impact on sales and revenue, I think it's time to maybe shift gears a bit, explore something that's been on my mind. How does Agentforce fit into the bigger picture of AI and, the future of sales?
That's a great transition, and it's something we'll definitely dig into after this quick break. It's not just about automating tasks, it's really about changing how we, approach sales and customer interactions. Like, think about it. AI can look at these massive data sets and find patterns and trends humans would probably miss.
So instead of gut feelings or, anecdotes, we could use AI to make data-driven decisions about, well, sales strategies. Sounds pretty powerful.
Exactly. Imagine using AI to predict which leads are going to convert or to find customers who might be thinking of leaving.
Wow, that's proactive sales on a whole new level.
Yeah.
What about the sales team in all this? Are robots taking their jobs?
People worry about that, but I think it's more like augmentation, not replacement. AI can do those routine things and pull insights from the data, but it's still the sales pros who build the relationships. They understand complex needs, and ultimately, they close those deals.
So humans and AI are like partners, each bringing their strengths to the table.
Exactly. And as AI keeps getting smarter, we can expect this partnership to become even more seamless and intuitive. We might see AI tools coaching salespeople in real time, giving them the info and guidance they need to have, well, more successful conversations.
Now that's a game changer. It's like having a sales mentor right there in your pocket. But let's be realistic. Implementing something like Agentforce takes some planning.
Resources, right?
Of course, it's not like you just plug it in and poof, everything's different. Companies need to make sure their team is trained to use it the right way and have the right infrastructure in place, including Salesforce Service Cloud as the foundation for Agentforce. And training is key. You have to empower your team to use Agentforce effectively to really get the most out of it. So it's an investment, but potentially a really good one, given what we've been talking about. Let's go back to real-world stuff. We talked about Fisher and Paykel and Escator. Any other examples of how Agentforce makes a difference in sales?
Yeah, definitely. McLaren Racing is a great example. They used Salesforce AI to understand, fan interests, tailored those one-on-one engagements, which actually led to more sponsorship engagement and, a lot more economic value.
That's interesting. It shows that Agentforce goes beyond just regular customer service stuff. It can be used to boost fan engagement, personalize marketing, even create sponsorship opportunities.
Exactly. And as more companies start using tools like Agentforce, we'll see even more creative and innovative uses for it. It's a really exciting time to be in sales and revenue leadership. AI is opening up so many possibilities.
I agree. Feels like we're on the edge of a big shift in how businesses approach sales and customer engagement. But with all this talk about AI, it's important to remember the human side of things. It all comes down to building relationships, providing value, and creating a positive customer experience.
Absolutely. AI is a powerful tool, but it's only as good as the people using it. It's important to use it ethically, responsibly, making sure that it helps and not, replaces that human touch.
That's a crucial point. We need to find that balance, leverage the power of AI, but keep that authentic human connection. So vital to good sales and customer relationships. Speaking of, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive. What are the main takeaways here?
Well, the most important takeaway is that AI isn't some future thing. It's here, it's real, and it's already making a real difference in sales and revenue. Tools like Agentforce are letting businesses personalize those customer interactions, automate the boring stuff, and ultimately drive revenue growth.
And for our listeners out there, those sales and revenue leaders, the message is pretty clear. It's time to see how AI solutions fit into what you're doing right now to enhance your customer service, empower your teams, and unlock all those new opportunities for growth.
Exactly. Don't wait for the future. Be a part of creating it. Start by asking yourself, how can I use AI to make my team more efficient, make the customer experience better, and ultimately drive revenue?
Those are powerful questions, ones that every sales leader should be thinking about right now. But before we sign off, I want to leave our listeners with one last thought.
Go ahead.
We talked about the benefits of AI, and yeah, they're pretty amazing. But what if instead of just reacting to customer needs, we could predict them and prevent them using AI?
That's a really interesting idea. It's like taking proactive customer service to a whole new level, imagining what a customer needs before they even know they need it.
Right. It's about shifting from reacting to predicting, using AI to spot potential problems before they even happen.
It's a peek into the future of customer service, where AI helps businesses create these seamless, personalized experiences, building loyalty and driving revenue.
And that's a future worth working towards. So as you go about your day, think about how you can use AI solutions like Agentforce to not only make your current customer service better, but redefine what exceptional customer experience really means.
Well said. And remember, the future of sales isn't about replacing humans with robots. It's about finding the synergy between human ingenuity and what AI can do. Embrace the change, explore those possibilities, and get ready to thrive in this exciting new era of AI-driven sales.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Salesforce's Agentforce. We hope you found it insightful and thought-provoking. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep. So we've talked a lot about Agentforce, but what's next? What can sales and revenue leaders do to, stay ahead of the curve with all this new AI stuff coming out?
Well, one thing that's really important is building a culture of always learning. Within the sales organization, I mean. Encourage your team to keep up with what's new in AI, how it applies to sales. There are a bunch of resources out there. Online courses, industry events, heck, even just reading articles, like what we talked about today.
So it's not just about the tech, it's about, a mindset shift. Embrace learning, embrace adapting.
Right. Things are changing faster than ever, and the folks who are willing to learn, adapt, try new things, they're the ones who are going to succeed. And don't forget about collaboration. Encourage your sales team to share what they've learned, best practices, even what's been tough, when it comes to using AI.
Makes sense. Create an environment where everyone's learning from each other.
Mm.
And before we finish up, I want to go back to something you said earlier about using AI ethically, responsibly. What are some of the things to think about there?
That's a huge point. AI is powerful, and like anything powerful, you got to use it the right way. One thing is transparency. Be upfront with your customers about how you're using AI. Don't hide it. Don't pretend they're talking to a person when they're not.
So honesty and transparency are key. What else?
Data privacy is a big one, Make sure you're collecting and using customer data responsibly, following the rules. Don't use AI to trick or take advantage of people. Use it to help them, to make their experience better.
It's about empowering customers with AI, not exploiting them.
Exactly. And lastly, remember, AI is a tool. It's not a replacement for human judgment or empathy. AI can provide insights, automate stuff, but sales pros still need to use their judgment, intuition, empathy when talking to customers.
Find that balance, the power of technology and the human touch. That's what builds trust, relationships. Well, I think it's time to wrap up our deep dive into Agentforce. We've gone over a lot. The tech stuff, real-world applications in sales, even talked about using AI responsibly.
It's been a great conversation, and hopefully our listeners have a better understanding of how AI is changing sales and what they can do to keep up.
We talked about how Agentforce could change customer service, empower sales teams, and lead to real revenue growth. But it's not just about the tech. It's about creating a learning culture, adapting, and using AI the right way. We hope you'll keep exploring the possibilities of AI. Try new things, learn, be part of building this future of sales. Well said. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Salesforce's Agentforce. We'll be back soon with another exciting topic. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.